Oh, I'm up to these missions now. One of our comrades is named Culver. He said he was sorry that we couldn't help but rely on you. He seems to have found a way through their base in the subway, but we lost contact with him. I hope he's alright. If you don't mind, could you go look for him? Enemy activities are increasing in intensity. Culver's unit may have been discovered. Good luck. Well, before we go in this direction, if I remember correctly, in one or two of the doors here are some cyber elves. Also, shield boomerang sucks. We can gain access to the ability to charge up immediately. But its main way of attacking is by reflecting bullets. The reason why this weapon is kinda useless is specifically because not every boss fight uses bullets in the first place. If anything, most don't. As a result, this weapon doesn't really get much use and doesn't really have much potential. However, the charge attack is interesting. See what I'm doing right here? This is more than just a parkour stunt. This is Shield Boomerang Perpetuation. It's a speedrunner tactic. It's possible to use this to deal damage repeatedly to enemies. This direct is very interesting. Shut up. I forget if, like... I forget if this is like a pit here. I think it is. I'm good at my job! Yep, this leads to the underside here. We can also go up here. Though we don't need to do anything up here now. I believe... Yep, that door is a console. This is an area that's necessary for a future mission. For now, don't worry about it. Our main objective is through the highway anyway. Whoop. Up. Right, I forgot how quickly those fade. And for no reason, too. In certain places here, there will be extra pickups, and also cyber elves! Be quick about making progress. Up. There we go. Ow. Ow! Let's see, down here is a 1-up. Perfect. Cyber Elf. If I remember correctly, every single enemy in this game has a chance to drop a Cyber Elf, with the exception of bosses. Bosses, more often than not, guaranteed drop something. And... the Guardians. Harpooya. You must be Zero. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Harpooya, one of the 4 Guardians of Master X. Such foolish behavior for a legendary hero to side with Mavericks. You shall repent and atone for your sins. Each and every one of the Guardians has a unique weapon that is their specialty. For Harpooya, it's sabers. Harpooya's patterns are relatively simple. It's possible to stunlock this boss using charged attacks. Oh no! Let go of me! Every time you use a charged attack, he recoils and performs a series of shockwave attacks. The shockwaves aren't hard to dodge. Nice try. Whoop! Incredible. I underestimated him. I'll have my revenge someday. Stay healthy until our next meeting when I'll retire you. Making contact with Harpuya, as you've noticed, deals incredible damage. Don't! Otherwise, Harpuya's patterns are relatively simple. They're very reflex-based, and I believe Harpuya's weakness is ice, but we don't have that chip. Yet. I believe a reward for clearing that one is Molitar. This one's also a mistranslation, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, how that specific Cyber Elf operates is when you use it, it creates a Cyber Elf follower that follows you for a period of time, and it absorbs specifically bullets. Every time it absorbs a bullet, it has a chance of dropping a small energy capsule. We received information that there's a hidden base of the enemies somewhere in the desert. They're holding Reploids there. We've been trying to locate it, but if there's a hidden base, and if Reploids are being held there, we need to save them as soon as possible. Will you help me find where it is? If I remember correctly, this is where we get our ice chip from. Prefer the Mega Man X games, but this is a bad series. Fair, and hello! Hope you're doing well. I haven't played any of the Mega Man X games myself, but I do like Zero. Also, I may enjoy messing around a little too much. For whatever reason, this guy is very selective as to how it takes damage. You need to hit its body. Doing bountiful? Nice. Now, if I remember correctly, the secret base is here. Woo. There's a trap. Wait for a moment. I'll disarm it. There. Who'd have thought someone would actually use the Konami code as a disable mechanism? Seriously? What, the up, down, down, left, right? Yeah, only they used LR instead of AB. Weird. These stalagmites can be knocked down by dealing enough damage to them. Usually, it's recommended in this area to do that, because below there are some spiked gabules. The spiked gabules are impossible to kill. However, they can interact with elements in certain ways. Specifically, if you use ice or electricity on them, you'll stun them in place. Seems a bit pointy. Bad AmpC. You sit in the corner, think about what you've done. Really like the Maverick designs of the series? Yeah, there aren't a lot of cats. It's weird. Egg. You Cyber Elf. I believe... this is the hidden base. Hold on, I'll unlock the door. There we go. Stay alert. got a problem. The password to the door has changed. It'll take some time to crack it. Talk about your favorites in the series? Yeah, go for it. I don't mind. Alright, time for our mission objective. There are a bundle of prisoners around here that we're going to need to rescue. 6 of the 7 total. To rescue them, you're going to need to break the consoles in front of each door. In some of these cells, we can actually find extra pickups. Oh, shut it, Ampsy! I can't help it. I like Megaman 0. Also, hidden room. I wonder where the door leads to. I can't open it because it's too well protected. Open this door. Oh, right. I think I remember that one. Action! They found you? Are you alright? If you get detected by an enemy, then you'll need to not only take out the enemy that detected you, but also stay away from enemies, period, for an extended period of time. You will not be able to interact with the locks and break them otherwise. That's why it's recommended to carry the Buster into this stage, just so you can take care of the surveillance enemies. Also, not all of the cells have prisoners to rescue. Some of them actually have enemies behind them. Make sure you're paying attention to what's behind the door. Here's someone to rescue. I'm trying to remember the polar bear one. I know which one it looks like, but I don't remember if it's in this game or not. Ah, crap. Here's the prisoner. Hellbat shield. Actually, a lot of the gentle judges within 0-3 have really great designs. Shoutouts to Lekek Tank, as well as the obvious Fox Lady, because lolkek. I'm trying to remember her name, sadly, but that's an enemy. Cubit Foxstar. Oh, sorry. Regardless, Cubit Foxstar is a very nice design. Let's see, I think I have all of them. Yep. So now for the boss. Blizaf Stagroff. You've done well to make it this far, but this is where your journey ends. Blizak Stagroff is weak to the fire chip. If anything, they're so weak to it that it will actually break the horns on their head. This affects more than just its design, believe it or not. Yeah. Taken out. Nobleman Drago from 4. VTuber was playing through the 0 series. Nobleman Drago says, "Ara ara." Nice. Oh, right. I took out Blizzak's Stagroth before they could actually be a threat. So a couple of the attacks they perform can be very dangerous. The Ice Wave attack does no damage, but the snowflakes that come out from it can suppress your movement. Ideally, what Blizzak does is they lay some ice traps and then use those snowflakes to push you, the snowflakes and the Ice Wave to push you into them. They'll also jump around the field, throw ice balls around. They can be very dangerous, and they move around a lot, making them tricky to deal with. But with the Fire Chip, they're dust. If anything, you're taking a blowtorch to the snow. Tech crack him. Let's see, take a save. Right, I forgot about that mission. If I remember correctly, two of the worst missions in this game are protect the factory and stop the hacking. We've got reports of enemies in the desert area. They haven't started their attack yet, but a large-scale assault can be expected. Even though our comrades built barricades and are taking precautions against their attack, I'm still worried. Yup, the Phantom mission. I hate it. It is terrible. Also, this mission can be rough too, because if you don't deal with all the enemies along the way, they will break through this barricade. At that, this is a one-way scrolling mission. On the bright side, if you've been leveling up your saber enough, you shouldn't struggle. Ah, camel! We're also introduced to a new enemy, a shielded cannon turret. This cannon turret requires taking some damage to shed its armor. If you let it build for enough time, it will throw out a charged shot. Yeah. Try that. Ow. Let's see, if I remember correctly, after a point, we will have our fight against Fafnir. Gotcha. Mostly the gimmick of this fight is it's an enemy gauntlet. But again, the saber kind of shreds through everything. Fafnir cap. No, I know. I've been calling him fighting Fafnir, period, because they're, if I remember correctly, all based off of mythology. Their reinforcements are here. You'll need to take out these reinforced trucks. If I remember correctly, they can be felled. They just take a decent chunk of damage. Also, I forgot to finish bioing the tanks. You need to use the saber or a sharp weapon to rupture their shield. Otherwise, they repel shots. Their transport choppers approaching. Stay alert. And here he is, the bad bitch himself, fighting Fafnir. I hear there's a highly skilled Reploid in the Resistance. I didn't expect you to be this good. You're amazing. That's what excites me most. My name is Fuckner, one of the 4 guardians of Master X. Don't let me down, kid. Fafnir, if I remember correctly, is weak to electricity. That grab attack deals a massive amount of damage, so keep your distance from him. Otherwise, his main weapon is his gun. He'll perform basic scatter shots as well as charge shots. He can also use his shots to catapult himself into the air. Whoop! Ugh, never been so excited. I'll let you live for a little longer. Make sure you don't lose before I fight you again. Based off the dragon in Norse mythology. Yup. Thanks, Zero. If our defense line was broken, the base wouldn't have lasted long. I can't believe you wiped out such a large number of enemies. You truly are a hero. I believe our reward for this particular mission is Turbo. A unique cyber elf that increases your movement speed. I believe it's permanent, but don't quote me on that. If it's not permanent, then it probably just lasts for only 1 mission. Actually, if anything, I should head downstairs to feed that 1 elf. I'm not being dirty, you're being dirty. Yup, the grinding in this game is obscene. It should have never been the case. I don't want to do this mission, guys. Thanks to you, we've gained control of the factory, but I don't think we can hold it forever. Mind checking up on it for me? This is the mission that sucks. That's strange. Our watch is missing. Part of why this mission sucks is because we start with a boss fight. You've been doing well. My name is Phantom, one of the 4 guardians of Master X. Every generation has its legend, but a lost legend should remain that way. Allow me to show you why. Not only is Shadow a rough fight, this mission itself sucks. Shadow has no elemental weakness. It's going to be a straight-up battle. His unique weapon is the shield boomerang. When he does that doppelganger attack, one of those doppelgangers is actually tangible. Usually, it's the one that flashes a little lighter than the rest. But it might be hard to tell that. So this one. And, yep, it was 3rd one there. But yeah, Shadow has no weaknesses. He has a ridiculous amount of health. It's to the point that even with a single sub-tank, I struggle with this guy. Just saying, even with a single sub-tank, I've lost. This boss fight sucks. Let's see, it's that one. This one. It's recommended to use the saber on this fight. Charged attacks only, because the range is just generally good. Not to mention, it's also possible to stagger him on some charged attacks. Stay moving. Holy shit! Good luck with work, Vox. This can't be true. Still, I have more surprises. The bombs I set all over the factory will explode any minute. And when they do, this factory will be smashed into nothing. Your legend will end, not with a whimper, but with a bang. And I can't wait to bang you. So we got 3 minutes to locate, I believe, 8 bombs. And there are a lot of enemies around now whose main objective is to waylay you, like these wolves. Actually, if anything, I'm gonna need this health. Are you gonna deactivate the bombs? Okay, I'll help you. There are 8 readings. Please don't feel that you have to do this. We absolutely have to take this specific path, because along this path, I believe, is one of the bombs. Slash a bomb with your saber, then touch it to deactivate it. Just be very careful. 7 bombs to go. 6 bombs to go. 5 bombs to go. And if I remember correctly, one of these bombs is along this pathway here, which is going to be especially dangerous. Right there. 4 bombs to go. Whew. No! Piss! Use shurikens and kunais. Unless you're hitting the spine, hurt, or head, these weapons do nothing. He could just use the shuriken, but no. Not to mention, I'd also like to point this out, most media actually uses shurikens incorrectly. They're meant to be thrown more like throwing axes as opposed to sideways. Yeah. 2. 5 bombs down. There's 5 bombs to go. Okay, good. Wait for it. Good. Meant to be distraction tools. Makes sense. They look like they'd be more harmful than they actually are. Now if I remember... Yep, 3 bombs to go. Up. Wait for it here. Good jump. I believe... Yep, 2 bombs to go. In here is the Cyber Elf we didn't get. Because I couldn't waste enough time. 1 more bomb! Where is it? This is always the last bomb I forget. Oh no. I want to say it was... Shit! They just left guns so they could get their hands on them. This mission sucks. I never remember where all the bombs are. If anything, I'm surprised I got to those 7. as quickly as I did. I don't think there were any in here. Though I'm just going in here for the life at this rate. Shit! Come on! Just the locations of all these bombs. This mission is terrible. Not only do you have to deal with the 3-minute time pressure, all the bombs are in... Actually, some of the bombs are in rough locations that you probably wouldn't think to look in. I want to say there were 2 bombs here. Son of a bitch, sure enough. Got it. Nope! I hate this mission! This is the worst mission in the game. You can't convince me otherwise. Oh, cool. So I can pause, and we'll let this ad break run. Alright. Welcome back from the ad. And I found out where the last bomb is. Okay, right here's one! No! 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 That was close. Lusal, hello. Hope you're doing well. Ow! Oh, good. Yes, you do watch Gaijin Goombas. Good! Gaijin Goomba is mandatory viewing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Shit, no. Ugh. Just saying, him, Shadiversity, if you want realistic analysis of games, go for it. Those are your options. There are probably several others besides, but those are 2 of the bigger ones. Free 1-up. That's all the bombs. Whew. Yif my dick game.